Today I am going to, this is, actually a depressing video, but I'm going to start off by looking for the dictionary. While I'm making this video, you'll see me stop to write something down on my little pad here, my little clipboard. Shit. I'll be, hold on a second. Excuse my language, I'll be cursing a lot in this one. This video is on, it's not full of words because I can't say much, because if you saw my earlier videos, you would have saw, let me pick on my friend Nicholas, or even down him. So I can't say much about this, but I found this video. It's called Thoughts on the Power of Words. Okay, and I was watching it, and these two girls, they read through these things. I'm gonna play back one girl. She is pretty. Not like pretty, but like, it's just really depressing how she reads it. So I'm gonna.
Really relevant. It says, "You see that boy rushing to do his homework in his homeroom? He was at his little sister's side all night during her asthma attack.
Here, I'll
You
rewind
see
that.
that girl with makeup everywhere? She's insecure about how really relevant." It says, "You see that boy rushing to do his homework in his homeroom? He was at his little sister's side all night during her asthma attack. You see that girl with makeup everywhere? She's insecure about how she looks and how boys see her. See that boy with the long hair and cuts on his arms? He doesn't cut himself because he's emo, but because he could have stopped his mom's death. See that girl with the shaved head? She's not crazy. Her best friend has breast cancer. See him with the bruises on his face? He didn't lose a fight. His dad beat him for talking back. See her with the cheap clothes? Her parents got laid off and haven't had a job for a few months. See the boy over there biting his nails? He's nervous for a call that's going to tell him if he's a father or not. See her on the computer? She's not unsocial. She's just escaping the world where she's hurt day after day. See the boy who's always seen at parties drunk? His parents both died. No one has stepped in to watch him. See that girl who's always smiling and laughing? She goes home and falls asleep at night crying. See her best friend? She's addicted to drugs, but she can't tell you because you won't understand. See the girl over there always holding a phone at her side? She isn't addicted to texting. She's waiting to hear if they found her kidnapped little brother. Don't judge unless you know the story."
So that's actually disturbing me hearing that 3 times now. But it has a point. Like, don't judge. And I'm one for judgment. So I can't seem to find the word I was looking for. But I'm looking for downer words, so never mind my dictionary for now. So the thing I need, my pen, a mini pen, and a keyboard, my keypad, not my keyboard. I'm not supposed to write, so that's why I said keyboard. But I'm trying to think of something like that. I'll be looking on the internet too, because I know people like that. I know people who have been raped. Actually, I came close to being raped one night, but I know people who have scars on their wrist because they're in that much pain and they're not emo. I know people who use drugs but won't tell anyone because nobody would understand. I know what it feels like to be bullied. I've been bullied my whole life. They pass up judgment, and like I wrote down so far, I only have one line. It's not even a full sentence, but it says, "The last thing you think of when..." Hold on, wait, I just finished it. take my own advice, and people actually get annoyed at me for that. Alright, now this is actually quite a long sentence. I didn't think of stopping. Once I start writing, I just write. I don't stop very often. So, ooh, that's another good thing. I'll read it after I read this. So what I wrote down, because I don't actually take this advice myself, and maybe if I have it on video, then maybe, just maybe, I might back down, and when I need a reminder, I just go back to the video. Might help a little. So I'll save this on my hard drive, I think. But it says, the last thing you think of when you bully someone is how much it hurts them. Words say a lot, so take in the pain before you say mean things. Think before you speak. Now, I know a lot of you probably heard this from your friends or your parents or your older siblings or even younger siblings sometimes know more than you when it comes to this stuff. But somebody in your life has probably told you, think before you speak. I've been told that millions of times, but I've never actually experienced the pain that I would put them through before I did. I'm actually going to look for one of those things that she read off, because she found it on the internet, which I have access to, obviously. But, I'm going to write one now. Damn it. Okay, this is going to be a problem. My pen just died. I don't think I have any extras on me. It's the Bible. Prayer book. Oh, this might help my case a little bit. And that's it. See, I forget what things I have, so I don't really pay that much attention. All of us downstairs. Oh, my pants are falling down. I asked my daddy for one of his pens. He switched them. I lose mine all the time. But I know what it feels like to be picked on. Because me reading encyclopedia is like reading. And people make fun of me for that. And I have people making fun of me for being, I'll use these ones as proof. I am a whiz at crosswords, and I believe, yeah, these are the crosswords, and these are the word finds, and I am a whiz at both, actually. Just got these ones tonight, so I haven't done anything in them yet. What I didn't want to show is celebrity word finds. It has Tim McGraw and Pink in it. And I think it has Prince William, I believe. It has Julia Child. Billy Joel sings. Pink is like one of the first two. Yeah. Here's the Pink page. Pink. Tim McGraw's. Oh, and there's Prince William's right there. Prince William, I mean. Even has his princess in it. Well, she's not a princess, but she's married to a prince. Another thing that might help my case, I have pages saved in here. Correct. I have one poem saved. Oh, there it is. It's called Paintbrush. I will actually read this right quick, because this is my favorite poem in this book. This one here is #1 New York Times best-selling authors, which is there's 3 of them, I believe. But this is Chicken Soup for the Teenage Soul. So I read these books all the time. This one was actually my sister's because it says Mandy on it, so that's my sister's. I have it now. But yeah, it's called Paintbrush. I'm gonna read it now. I'm gonna shut up and read it. This actually bothers me to read it. Oh, yeah, it's bothering me. Okay. I keep my paintbrush with me wherever I may go. Hold on. I'm not speaking very loud. I keep my paintbrush with me wherever I may go, in case I need to cover up so the real me doesn't show. I'm afraid to show you me, afraid of what you'll do, that you might that you might say mean things. I'm afraid I might lose you. I like to remove all my paint coats to show you the real me. Real true me, I mean. I'm not good at this. God, my eyes annoy me. The real true me. But I want you to try to and understand. I need you to accept what you see. So if you'll be patient and close your eyes, I'll strip off my coats real slow. Please understand how much it hurts to let the real me show. Now my coats are all stripped off. I feel naked, bare and cold. And if you still love me with all that you see, you are my friend, pure as gold. I need to save my paintbrush though and hold it in my hand. I want to keep it handy in case somebody doesn't understand. So please protect me, my dear friend, and thanks for loving me true. But please, Let me keep my paintbrush with me until I love me too. That's by Betty B. Youngs. So that is actually a good poem. It actually hurts to read it. And this here, it's all about me. I named it My Definition of Me, but it's basically the things I like and I don't like. I think I've talked about this before. I had someone go through and correct a little bit of it, which actually bothers me. Yeah, they stopped here. But yeah, I'm not gonna read it. But once I finish it, I might turn it into a book or something. There's actually a lot of writing in there, like 5 to 6 pages. I kind of stopped working on it a while ago, but I'm back, so I'll work on that too. It was while I was being picked on by some people. So this is actually gonna be hard for me to do. The sentence I'm writing right now, it's like something that girl named off in the video. About those people. How she put? I'm actually tempted to find that one, but my one says, hold on. Okay, so this is just the first sentence of that. It's actually quite long, like the last one I read. But this one's something like that. It covers something that could happen to a friend of mine if she were to stop taking her pills. And somebody actually did do this to her. She stopped taking them a while back. She wasn't, well, she was rushed to the hospital sick. I don't know if it was because of that. I would tell you guys her name, but I can't. But this one says, see that girl over there you called a drug addict because she has pills? She stopped taking them. She was rushed to the hospital last night. And I'm gonna make it longer, but that's just something that I know is true because people like me and a bunch of my friends all have to take pills, and I've been called a drug addict before because of my pills. And I shouldn't be talking about being called a drug addict because I've called so many people drug addicts, even though they admit to me that they are drug addicts. Huh. See. These are actually serious things that I'm writing. I am not joking about these. The pills, the next one. This one's true too. Somebody actually showed up to school with a knife because they were told that somebody was going to kill them the next day. He didn't show up to school with it. He was like, it was messed. He was walking. Somebody stopped him, told him that they were gonna hunt him down tomorrow and kill him. So he showed up at a place we call the Pit, and I was there with my boyfriend. So that's where we actually became boyfriend and girlfriend. So we hung out there a lot actually. And he showed up there. He was supposed to meet one of his buds there. And he had a knife with him because it was the next day. And he actually wasn't hiding it or anything, just had it in his hand because he was actually scared, really scared. But this one says here, see that boy with the knife? He was told someone would kill him today. So these are actual things that I have seen and I know about. Like my best friend being called a drug addict because she takes pills. And the guy showing up at a playground with a knife because he's scared he's gonna get killed. These are serious acts. Death threats. Being rushed to the hospital because you're insecure. Like, it's not the insecurity or death threats that get to the people. It's the fact that being called a drug addict is something that's really serious. Like, especially when you aren't one and told you are. That's something real bad. Like right now it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm still up thinking about this. Hers were gentle, yes. Like, I could even replay it to show you how gentle. But hers were gentler than mine are. You could tell from the video. Just post that up a little bit. I didn't say that. Smart one.
Really relevant. It says, you see that boy rushing to do his homework in his homeroom? He was at his little sister's side all night during her asthma attack. You see that girl with makeup everywhere? She's insecure about how she looks and how boys see her. See that boy with the long hair and cuts on his arms? He doesn't cut himself because he's emo, but because he could have stopped his mom's death. See that girl with the shaved head? She's not crazy. Her best friend has breast cancer. See him with the bruises on his face? He didn't lose a fight. His dad beat him for talking back. See her with the cheap clothes? Her parents got laid off and haven't had a job for a few months. See the boy over there biting his nails? He's nervous for a call that's going to tell him if he's a father or not. See her on the computer? She's not unsocial. She's just escaping the world where she's hurt day after day. See the boy who's always seen at parties drunk? His parents both died. No one has stepped in to watch him. See that girl who's always smiling and laughing? She goes home and falls asleep at night crying. See her best friend? She's addicted to drugs, but she can't tell you because you won't understand. See the girl over there always holding a phone at her side? She isn't addicted to texting. She's waiting to hear if they found her kidnapped little brother. Don't judge unless you know the story. I guess just mainly the whole point of this is...
See, hers were gentler than mine. Hers were probably not that true. She found them on the internet, so they obviously weren't true to her, but there are people like that in the world. This one actually gets to me more. Because my best friend was actually raped in the past. And I was close to being raped. So this one bothers me more. But it says, see that kid crying? She just got raped by her dad last night. And her mom watched. And yet, her mom didn't even care. That's not the case for me or my best friend, because I wasn't raped. But like, look at this. Should I be writing this much about these things? Like, I go through a state of mind every so, I don't know if I should tell you guys this, but every so often I go through this state of mind that why should anyone live if they're all gonna die? Why should anyone survive? Like, why should life go on? And then you think about these things and it puts me into that state of mind, well, If this stuff's gonna happen, why let it? I should really end this video. It's 34 minutes long and I'm about to freak. Bye guys.